And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you demonetize a show within the first 30 seconds, because money is gay and so am I, and it's only going to get gayer. A lot of girls. Speaking of playing with the boys, it's going to be a girl here. We're going to be playing with girls. Sorry, I know that's gay, but that's the show. Maybe guys are gay. I wish I was gay. I say it all the time. Jesus Christ. Anyway, this show's about sports, apparently. And my God, I have a lot to get to this evening. Afternoon? Morning? Who gives a shit, ladies and gentlemen? As if I wasn't enough eye candy, I did you all a favor this week. And got the beautiful Courtney Brooke in the heezy, my kneesies.
Hello.
There she is. Unbelievable. God, what's up, Courtney? First things first. Let me not be rude before I start screaming about things.
Well, I like hearing
How
you
are
scream
you?
about things. Go for it. I'm great. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to speak on at the moment. I'm just having morning time here.
Where's here? Without telling
I'm
these
on the West
freaks.
Coast.
West Coast. There you go. Nice broad strokes.
So.
No pun intended. Now, do you know anything about sports at all?
I know that Aaron Hernandez killed some people.
Topical,
I know. Yeah, I know that O.J. Simpson. We
Careful.
The jury decided he didn't, but we know.
Allegedly, and may he rest in power.
I know that Gronk, he's one of my favorites. Yeah,
because he's hot or because of his skills?
Because he's kind of retarded.
Yeah, well, we have that in common.
He's the biggest dope on the planet, and he fucking monetized it, and that is amazing.
And he's Polish.
Perfect, even better.
Yeah,
even
retarded
better. That's
and
why
Polish.
He's hot.
That's my wheelhouse. Retarded and Polish.
Isn't that what makes you it makes you Polish? Is that you're retarded? Isn't that what makes you retarded? Is that you're Polish?
Yeah, all facts. It also makes
both.
you. Yeah, I'm retarded and Polish, and I'm doing fine. And I'm a great athlete. I don't know if you've heard. I'm an all-American athlete.
Excellent.
Have you heard this through the grapevine?
No.
Oh, I'm an all-American lacrosse player. It's everybody around the world. Well, now let's get right into it. I mean, about 11 million people worldwide should now know that I'm all-American lacrosse player. Let's check the tweet. It's sports-related. Viral sensation Jim Stansel absolutely breaking the glass ceiling for men on Twitter this week. Let's check the final numbers. I don't suspect it's going up anymore. I covered it on Ski Mask Collective briefly last week, but this is a sports show, and this tweet is sports-related. Folks, in case you missed it, I've single-handedly broke the internet. I caused many women's brain to melt this past week. Here's the tweet, folks. I don't have a producer, nor do I give a shit about technology. We've done 400 or so of these, and I just don't care. This is the tweet. And it reads as follows. This is me, by the way. I waited 4 years for fucking pants. Enough is enough. Now, let's take a look at the metrics. Hughesy loves when I talk about the numbers coming across my desk, which are absolutely unbelievable on the ticker. 11 million views worldwide, 8,500 likes, 588 reposts, 1.3 thousand quote tweets. More quotes than reposts, which is interesting. 470 bookmarks, and it was only about they were wearing beach volleyball was wearing pants the first night, I guess because it was cold out. But I don't fact check, so
we don't know why they had pants on.
Yeah. So as everything I've ever tweeted out, I don't really give a shit. Or actually care about anything I've probably ever said in my life, especially on Twitter. But apparently a lot of people took umbrage with my post just because I wanted volleyball players not to wear pants. And it was in some Australian article. I don't know. People were sending me articles I'm in. The tweet was quoted in. So it's unbelievable what's happening out here, as always, at Ski Mask Media. It really just never ends. So you're all welcome. I'm probably going to retire now that I have a tweet that got 11 million views. A lot of people are saying, do you have a check mark on your Twitter?
No.
Neither do I, because I refuse to pay for anything more than I have to pay for. But people are saying I could have made a pretty penny off of that tweet. I don't know if anybody can corroborate that story, but so that's the biggest news of the week. Frankly, everything else falls to my 11 million person viewed tweet. So you're all
one of my favorite arguments in that whole conversation, all the people that are like, quit objectifying women, blah, whatever, or quit objectifying athletes. My favorite was somebody was saying, if they wear less clothing, they could get melanoma. I'm sorry. What? I am a very white person, and I didn't wear sunscreen for probably the first 20 years of my life. I don't have melanoma. And also, if you don't know what the fuck sunscreen is, how are you capable of playing volleyball?
Yeah, beach volleyball at that. Nobody who plays beach volleyball, do the Ireland even have a beach volleyball team? I doubt it.
Probably
They're
not.
Probably all dead.
Beaches?
I don't know. I don't really know much about Ireland. Have you been to Ireland?
No. I'm Irish. That's all I know. Well, I'm like a little bit Irish.
Yeah. What else are you?
I'm mostly the good stuff. So German and Norwegian.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So Hitler would have saved me for sure.
Yeah. So would I.
I would have been his queen.
Yeah. Make you a queen. Do you have any relatives in Argentina, perhaps? If you know what I mean?
That's a great question. I would have to do some extra research on that one.
No, we don't research here. I barely even know how to do a show, much less ever research or look up anything I said. Like I said, we don't fact check. Fact checking is frankly gay. Just say whatever you want and who cares?
Yeah, I have family in Argentina.
There you go. Beautiful.
Sorry, I got a little
Nazi.
too excited about it for a second.
The hottest Nazi in podcasting, Courtney Brooke, ladies and gentlemen, joining us.
Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah, clip it. Clippers are big in the news nowadays. What's your Twitter, by the way? Because I do plugs like Louis J. Gomez in the start of the show.
All of my social media handles are was that Courtney. So anything that you any social media you use, if you just search at was that Courtney, if you find me, that's me. If you don't find me, I don't use that social media.
Racker. Yeah, and I think I told you when I invited you, it's called a Sports Mask Collective, and it is a sports show, but we also just do whatever. What we do here is you just say, if you're not talking about sports, you just say the word sports every couple minutes, and I think that's how the internet works. So Zig Heil Sports.
Zig Heil Sports.
Zig Heil. Ooh, that might be the new name of the show, Zig Heil Sports. Well, if this wasn't demonetized because of the song at the top, it surely is now. But yeah, so it was like the first night, I think, they're wearing pants playing beach volleyball. And then before that, I got some fat lesbo hosting a Last Supper with some guys' ball bags hanging out. A lot of people were in an uproar about this guy's ball bag hanging out during the opening set. Did you see this guy's ball bag?
Yeah, that was I got a little confused because somebody pointed out he might have a hole in his nylons there, but why didn't he just wear different nylons?
Well, it's a simple. Are you familiar with hashtag ball bag summer?
No, tell me.
Well, that is a Ski Mask Media initiative that we're doing here in Ski Mask Media, and we've been calling all summer. It's been called hashtag ball bag summer. We've been toasting our balls on Twitter. On one of our infamous Ski Mask Collective shows last month, I buried my balls in sand on camera. A lot of people are up in arms that I have black balls to go with my black penis, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. And then, so I think this gentleman might just be a subscriber to Ski Mask Media, and he's promoting Ball Bag Summer of the Olympics. So a lot of people are in an uproar about him. Me personally, I salute this gentleman for pulling his nutsack out during an opening ceremony. Let's just say it takes balls to do that. Rack me on that one. Yeah, and I did not write that down. Do you do any public display? You ever pull out your chest balls in public?
No. I mean, I guess like every once in a while, I might have a bikini top that doesn't quite fit right,
but you've never went full. You never went Oilers girl. You never went Oilers girl at a. By the way, on a side note, well, it's sports related. Sports. You know who I'm talking about? The Oilers lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. God bless her.
Great tits.
And let me tell you, between her, that motherfucker is not real, and the Hawk Tua girl, I'm putting Oilers lady number one. I like her style. Yeah. She's on Playboy. Great rack, which is secondary, frankly. But I much enjoy the Oilers lady. The Tiffany Gomez, the get off my that motherfucker's not real lady, jumped the shark. She does barstool gay stuff. And the Hawk Tua girl just talked about spitting on a penis one time, and now she's on Whitney Cummings' podcast, which I'll let you do the math on that. The Oilers girl has a nice set. She was at the game, flashed it, then backed it up and said she didn't give a fuck, and then went on Playboy. I love her.
Yeah. Well, I think she is a great, she's a great cheerleader. She's a good hype man. She knows when to really boost the spirits of the people around her. I love it.
Yeah, I'll say I need a hype man that'll show his tits.
Yeah, anytime that your mood is getting a little low, you just need a hype man to show you his tits.
Fat tits. I call them chest balls. I don't call them breasts. I believe that's a politically correct way to say it. Now, who is speaking of plugs? Who's the gentleman or lady behind you there? Would you like to do their plugs? Do they have a handle? Well, a lot of dogs have social media now.
They don't have any social medias, but this is Cricket. She wishes she was an only dog. As you can see, she's very sad.
Somebody in the back's getting jealous, I think.
Yes, and then this is Chongus / Josie.
Is he a rapper? Is she a rapper with all these fucking names?
No, I just don't know what I don't know. She came with the name Josie, and she'll respond to whatever I call her.
Nice.
And so she's just a very devoted dog. She actually doesn't like anyone except for me. I've heard rumors of her trying to bite people and being very mean. I've never seen it before in real life, but that's the word on the street.
Right. Well, I've got two hounds, has been covered here over the years. Now, I have. Everybody loves when I talk about this because they love talking about what a piece of shit my life has become. I have what a joke my life is. I have split custody with my ex-fiance of my two dogs, which is unbelievable. So everybody tells me to throw the dogs in the garbage, to kick them down the stairs. I'd much rather kick my mother down a flight of stairs and murder her than get rid of my dogs. So you all can shut the hell up about that.
I'm on your side.
Yeah. And yeah, they've calmed down. They're getting old. My dogs are one is 13, one is 12 or something. One is going to be 12. One is around the same. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah.
Sports.
Sports
Thank
dogs.
You. Yes, you just have to say sports whenever we get off topic. Are you watching these Olympics? We're going to get rid of the Olympics, and I got some other things I got to get to.
No, I never have ever really cared much about the Olympics.
Now, wait a minute. Before we get to that, I actually am terrible at this. I think that's the charm of the show, or maybe it's why the show is terrible, one or the other. But have you played sports? You look like you could be a sporty lady. Did you play sports in your past life or right now?
Not necessarily competitively. I was in gymnastics as a kid.
Here we go.
And I played basketball. Those are my two favorites for playing. I like playing basketball. Yeah. I actually had a huge crush on Detlef Shrimp when I was a kid.
Yes.
And like I even planned out like a wedding to him and everything, sports. And so like I was like deeply in love with this man. I wanted to also play basketball like side by side with him. And funny enough, I like oh gosh, like 5 years ago, I was dog sitting for somebody that lived in this beautiful high rise, and I was parking in the parking garage at their condos, and I was running to the elevator, and this gigantic man was waiting for the elevator, and he holds the elevator open. At first, I was like, "Is that Uncle Scott?" Like I thought it was my uncle, and I was like, "What the hell is he doing here? He doesn't like he lives on the other side of the state. What's going on?" And then I was like, "Wait, that's not him." And then somebody else gets on the elevator, and they're talking a bit, and he leaves. The giant man leaves, and the guy goes, "Do you know who that is?" And I go, he's like, "You're familiar with basketball, right?" I go, "You can't tell me that was Detlef Shrimp. Oh my God, that was Detlef Shrimp." Oh, no. And he was like, "Don't freak out." And I was like, I need to make a call. And I got off the elevator, I started crying. I called my brother. I'm like, "Oh my God, I was just in the elevator with Detlef Shrimp." And he goes, "So did you tell him about that wedding you planned with him?" I'm like, "Fucking no. Are you kidding me?"
You didn't even know you were in the elevator with basically the love of your life.
I know.
Oh my God.
From his wife right there. Cause I was so just like distracted by so many things. And of course, trying to figure out at first, like if that was a relative.
Was he still hot? Would you?
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, yeah.
That's a spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like how like less hot does he have to be before I say no thanks, right?
Well, I don't know. He could have put on 900 pounds and lost his hair and had a Homer Simpson hair and fucking, but he was still holding it together.
No. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like almost basically just like a slightly older version. You know, he's still in shape, still has hair. Yeah.
I always loved Detlef Shrimp. I'm an old man. I'm fucking 38. You don't have to comment. I know you can't ask a lady that. But I grew up playing with the Supersonics on NBA Jam, and it was Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, and Detlef Shrimp. Detlef Shrimp was the larger version of the player, and he just banged threes. Give me Detlef Shrimp and Sean Kemp 9 days out of the week on NBA Jam, and I'll blast anybody out of the water. And that is a challenge to anyone watching now or later. DM me, and I will totally destroy you in NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Wow, Detlef Shrimp.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hot topic. Sports related as well. When was the last time you threw played a little African round ball?
Ooh, it's been a while because I myself am up there in age, and so. God,
wait, where are you going to fall apart?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I'll be 39 next month, so like, ugh.
Rack you. I'll be 39 in December. How about that? Since we're telling truths out here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're old. But how are we not dead? I
ask myself that every morning.
It probably has been like about 20 years ish, maybe. I think I was still a teenager last time I played some African round ball.
Well, sports. Now, you're in shape. Do you work out, or do you do anything athletic, or is this just girl body where you're just born and you don't have to do anything?
Oh God, no. Well, first of all, I think that life isn't fair for most, because I do believe that I should probably be closer to like 300 pounds, just considering the majority of my habits. I do my best though to exercise on a regular basis. I walk my dogs every day, and I do at least like minimum 20 minutes of strength training on a regular basis. So there is that. But yeah, as far as like,
were you ever a fat person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
how fat?
I was like almost 200 pounds.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad. I mean, you're not. You're. How tall are you? If this is not too personal.
5'5".
What?
Yeah.
Wow, really? I'm coming to the West Coast soon. Jesus. I'm 5'6" with shoes on. Not a big deal, folks. No, I got up to. I was a fat boy, and I was pushing. When I broke up with my fiance, it was right at the beginning of 2020 when everything got locked down. So there was absolutely nothing to live for. Moved out of the house we had and had to move back home. And then everything got locked down. So I decided to get as fat as possible. I got up to 240 pounds, folks will remember who've been watching. Oh, yeah. Now I'm down to 185. Not a big deal at all. No big deal at all whatsoever. But I was always a fat boy. The people at the clothing store would call me a husky they would whisper to my mother, "He's a husky." Like I couldn't hear him, and it didn't bother me. But whatever happened to husky sizes, they got to bring it back. Anywho, Happy Sam V 199. Give DeLong as any who you got. Fuck Declinos. Yeah, fuck me. Fuck you. You like how he did that before I read it? It takes a lot of skill.
That was beautiful.
Anywho, speaking of off the fucking rails, we got somebody else gonna pop in here in a second. It's girls' night. What are you doing? You're a girl. You're hot. What are you doing on a summer Friday night on the West Coast? You don't get piped down?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I walk out my door right now, I'll probably get like, a handful of invitations. But
yeah, I'll give you a handful. I told you the show sucks. Supposed to suck. It's supposed to be dumb. But no, for real. What do you do? What's a weekend in the life of a hot West Coaster? Woman, are you scared to go outside?
I mean, sometimes the jazz shop is not far away, and like that. I guess it is far enough away, but still, it exists. And
so you're in Washington State? Is that fair to say without giving away too much?
Yeah, I mean, most people know. I tell people I live in Seattle because that's
okay. Yeah, I don't think you need. Nobody here cares that much about caring about where you live. I just don't want to say any tales out of school. So wait, so what do you do? What's a weekend? Do you go out? Do you drink? Do you do, we have, I do Ask Me Anything with Kelly P, who's, by the way, is going to be very jealous of this show. She's going to be very, very jealous of you. Shout out Kelly P is me. No, it's all right. I like stirring the pot. She's been acting up anyway. All she does is promote her Austin, Philly comics who sold out. And God forbid she does anything to promote my show. Fuck her. But anyway, but what do you do? What's a fun? What do you do for fun in the summer? In Washington.
I mean, I kind of, became a little bit of a hermit. I did have a little old man. His name is Boots. And so this guy
I thought you were going to say you're dating an old guy.
No, this was he's a dog, and when he got really sick, I just never left the house because I never knew if he was going to have an emergency, and so I just kind of got used to that routine of not really wanting to go out and do stuff. And so since then, I'll nerd out on things that if I'm really excited about it. I have 3 dogs that I like to hang out with, and it's kind of hard for me to leave them anyway. So you have to make it like really exciting for me to want to actually leave the house. And even then, I don't know. Like I had a friend who was visiting a couple years ago now, I think. Beginning of 2023. And one of her friends had Seahawks tickets. And so I went to that. And like after that, I was like, all right, I'm kind of tapped out for at least like 3 months. So just see you.
So you haven't left your house in 3 years. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, in a way, like I don't really go out and do, because the thing is that I want to move out of state, and so I'm not really that excited about meeting more people out here because
I see.
there's too much happening out here that's bringing a lot of not that great people out here. And so I'm like, I don't really have that much interest in going out and meeting people. I live in an area where the neighbors are really cool and stuff, but going out and partying with them, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, what do they just do, like
So-
fentanyl and put ear gauges in out there? Is that pretty much it?
Well, not where I'm living. Out here, it's more small townish, and so it's just
That's
like, okay,
nice.
yeah, hanging out in like a dirty dive bar.
That's right up my alley.
Yeah, and
Sponsored by Celsius.
Yay! Thanks, Celsius. But I don't know. I'm just like, if I'm gonna go out and party, like, yeah, I think that probably going to like a rundown shithole is probably gonna be more fun. I definitely don't want to go out like clubbing. But I don't know.
No, leaving your. I know what you're saying. We're pretty much the same age. I always talk about leaving your house, and I do like leaving my house. I'll be in Asbury Park, New Jersey, at the beach this weekend. The Stansel Summer Tour continues. Come on down. If you're in Jersey, hit me up. I'll meet you in real life. You know, that's what I do. But no, going out is gay. I hang out with a younger lady from time to time who pries me out of the house. But other than that, it's I don't know. Like you said, what is there to? I don't know. That's why I go to the beach and hike and shit where I can. But other than that, what are you gonna do? Just go to a bar and get hammered and spend $50? I don't know.
Right. Like,
And I don't meet people online.
Anyway,
I hate online. I hate the apps. I don't do any of that. Now, speaking of meeting people, I have a fellow West Coaster, and a veteran of the Ski Mask media and a legend of tarot reading lore. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashleigh Marie Thornton wanted to come on. Also, an award-winning writer and director, unlike Victor Marco, who has failed over and over again in his career. Is that right, Ashleigh?
I am an award-winning writer and producer. My friend Brad does the directing.
Now, what has Victor done?
Nothing.
I honestly, no.
Courtney said the right answer. Just say he did
has-
nothing. Just beat him down. We
He
want
has a
him
lot
to
of
eventually off
wonderful
himself.
scripts.
But
He has
but don't.
none were good enough,
that's
right?
Exactly.
Well, it's up to him if he wants to produce them or not. I mean, one of them, I don't think this would be out of school if I say this, but when we were working together, we got SAG signatory and two A-list actors were interested. So it's up to him if he wants to pursue it or not. You know, I wish him well. I really do.
Wish him well, the Ray DeVito special. Well, anyway, enough about that fucking loser. Before we get to your tarot reading, update us on your film, because you're killing it, doing things Victor can never do.
Yeah,
He
fuck
could do
Victor.
it if he wanted
Yeah,
to.
fuck him.
No. Oh.
Yes.
Victor,
We don't
they
like
said
him.
it, not me.
I've never heard of
Sports.
him before in my
I-
life, and I already hate him. Sports.
Oh boy, Courtney, that's gonna cut him to his core, especially coming from you, beautiful woman. That's really gonna hurt him, and I love that you said that. I'm gonna clip that and send it to him. Yeah, actually, no. But what's going on? Tell us about your film, because you're actually the only successful person in all of the. As much as people want to laugh, Ashleigh Marie Thornton may be the most successful person to ever come on any of these shows in entertainment when it comes to real life. No offense to anyone including myself.
There,
Oh,
she might
thank
be
you.
the
And
most
that's why
successful
you
person
have
on the
my
screen.
Oh, wow. That's why you have my endorsement, Jim, by the way. I don't know if that factors into Courtney's decision making, but I watched I actually just finished it. So Bachelors 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was like, I agree with you, Courtney. It was hard because I really feel like there wasn't a clear like runaway, someone who I would pick. Sorry, the chat is
Silk City Hot Sauce. My boy Jeff Levine, who I was in communique with just a few days ago, because I talk to people in real life, unlike Chad, who's a fucking homo. Silk City Hot Sauce, Jeff Levine. And by the way, my hot sauce is still in production, selling incredibly well, unlike Chad's shitty hot sauce that kicked the fucking bucket. You fucking loser! But anyway, Jeff Levine from Silk City Hot Sauce says, Ashleigh's movie is amazing. Total spellbinding banger. And yes, I watched it too when it came out. It is good. So go on, Ashley. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. I forgot what I was saying before, but anyways, I'm happy to announce here. I just found out yesterday we got accepted into the Simi Valley Film Festival. So that would be September 5th through the 8th. I don't know the exact date yet, but that's a really awesome festival. And then the week before that is the 307 International Film Festival in Laramie, Wyoming. And then I also have, and then the week after Simi is the Sioux Film Festival in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, which, by the way, Courtney, I did some tarot spying. Don't go to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Like, whatever you plan on, like, it will go wrong. Like, your flight will be delayed. They'll lose the hotel reservation. So, I mean, you still have free will, but, like, I'm just saying I wouldn't do it if I were you. So I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, don't go to Sioux, wherever the fuck. Now, how
but
many?
Everyone else in Sault Ste. Marie can come.
There you go. Not Victor. Though. Now, Victor doesn't have any of these festivals lined up. Is that correct?
He blocked me a while ago, so I don't know what he has going on.
Oh, God.
I assume he's just in a casino. So.
Yeah, I assume he's doing something degenerative and fucking loser. Now, what is the? You didn't even tell us the name of the film and where people can watch it.
It is Dead Air, so it will be at all of those film festivals I mentioned. But honestly, if anyone just wants to DM me, I'll give you the Vimeo link. And I like to think of it as a lost episode of The Twilight Zone. Very Hitchcockian.
Yeah, cock, all right. I had a cock when I was watching it. Now, sports. Now, what? All right. Now, you came on. Now, you're a professional tarot reader, a professional, unprofessional. What do you have for us today?
Okay, so I did some tarot spying first. Has Penelope and Noah met yet?
No.
No, they have not.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
Jim didn't even know that Penelope existed. I haven't introduced her to him yet.
Oh, okay.
He's only met Cricket and Chongus.
Aw, hi, Cricket and Chongus.
Say hello. They are gonna.
I asked about how would Penelope and Noah do. Yeah. Do you really need me to interpret this?
Not well.
So I take it that Noah does not like being cleaned or like groomed at all.
This is correct.
Okay, because that's her big thing. That's why she misses Dexter so much, is because he would just, anytime she would try to like clean him, he would just roll over and like, this might as well happen, and just let her do her thing.
That's basically what I did too.
I mean, she would actually give him a lot of blowjobs right in front of everybody. It was insane. But
sick.
Yeah.
So Noah won't do well with the. Okay, go ahead, Ashley. You're the professional. Why do I even bother?
Yeah. So I'm sorry. But then I
sports. Go.
Yeah, you too. So first I just did like general relationship, and I got the 8 of Cups, which I actually love this card. You two are gonna go deep, like. Oh, Jim is a good man.
Oh,
yes.
Jim, you're going deep.
Yes.
No comment.
I don't know what kind of things you'll talk about, but I feel like you'll both really go deep. But then let's get to the sex.
That's sick.
This is where
the fuck does that mean?
I thought that was one of the sex cards. That's all right.
No, that was just the relationship. The sex. I'm really, really, really sorry, but so this is what was on top.
I've heard that before.
And then this is what was.
What is that? What is that? Nobody knows what these things. This is a sports show. Don't just hold it up and act like I know what the fuck is going on.
How many wands is that? 10? Is that the 10 of wands?
Yes.
Does that mean
10 of wands.
That means we're going to involve toys? Is that correct?
Is this so? We're.
I was just kidding. I don't think you two are
burden on the other. Is that?
Yeah, and I just was not getting you two would be sexually compatible. Now, Jim, you're still good with Kelly Pisme though. She's your 10 of Cups. But I was,
oh, really? She's not gonna like this at all.
Oh, well, maybe I have my deck here right with me. There's, I think, 2 more questions we should ask. Like, how can we change the 10 of Wands to, like, how can they be sexually compatible? And then I don't know if this has been discussed yet, but as you know, Jim, the last time you were the Bachelor, your good friend Mead ended up dating your winner. So should we also check Courtney's sexual compatibility with Mead?
Yeah, sure. I know how this is gonna go.
Okay, hey, let me put down
Mead
my
just
phone.
texted me, by the way. Interestingly.
How will Courtney's
Sports,
be
by the way.
me?
Sports.
Oh, so they
Is
got
Mead
the
anyway?
world. It's gonna be good. This is all about like good karma and cycles ending.
Great.
It's
I don't even know who.
and then
Great,
I'm
Ashleigh,
gonna ask
thanks.
how can Jim and Courtney improve their future sex life?
This is 36 into meeting Courtney, by the way. 36 minutes into meeting Courtney.
The King of Wands, like do everything, like
Whoa.
whatever.
Okay.
So do toys, everything.
Whoa.
Give each other what you both want.
Lighten up a little bit,
Jesus.
Jim. Open up, and
I'm open. I'll do anything. It's just we're moving so fast. I'm an old school guy, and we're 36 minutes in, and we're already talking about how our sex life is dead, and how we need toys in the bedroom, and how you're dating Mead instead of me.
And I don't even
I'm
know who
already
that
pissed
is.
off.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I think these tarot cards are liars because I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. And he sounds lame.
Ashley does
That's
not.
his
Go
best
ahead.
friend. You'll meet him.
He's a good friend. He's a good friend. He's a good
Here's the
friend
thing,
who steals the women I win on dating shows.
If I know anything about guys and how close their friends are, they talk the most shit about their closest friends. One of my brother's best friends, he calls his fat, stupid friend.
Well, that's all of my friends, fat and stupid.
And guess what? You're gonna say that about them no matter, like, every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
That's
they're
just
fat
how
and
you guys
stupid
are. That's how men
and
are.
gay.
Exactly.
All right, Ashley. Well, we always welcome your input here. Input, no sexual pun intended. Anything else you want to talk about or plug or whatever? What are you wearing? A bathrobe? What's going on here?
Sorry. I just got out of the shower because I'm actually, I have to go into Warner Brothers in a bit. So
That's hot.
work. Yeah.
All right. Well, what's your Twitter at least so people can follow your tarot and stuff and your movie?
Oh, thank you. So Twitter is @_Ashleigh Marie, ASHLEIGHMARIE, and Instagram @Ashleigh Marie Thornton. Simi Valley Film Festival, September 5th through the 8th. Thank you guys. So I wish you both well. I'm endorsing Jim Stansel as your date. And
Thank you.
have fun with
I
the
don't know
toys.
if that's what we're doing here, but we're going to get the toys out. We're going to go to Adam and Eve. I'm going to buy them all, and we're gonna see what works. All right, Ashley.
Also
Well,
sponsored by Adam and Eve.
this is Adam and Eve and Celsius sponsors it. All right, Ashley. We'll see you soon. Congrats on the movie. We'll get an update
Thank
soon.
you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, Ashley.
Ashleigh
I don't
Marie
know.
Thornton, ASHLEIGH. She gets very angry if you don't spell it correctly. Noodles Live. He's not a pedophile, or is he? $5. Jim is a good man. White person face, white power symbol, and a clapping. Very good.
Yes.
Beautiful. Might leave that up forever. Yeah. Ashley is something else. But she really did. I mean, listen, she tried to help Victor, and Victor just couldn't help himself. And now Ashley is ascending to Hollywood greatness, and Victor is wasting away in the male trap house. For our weekly listeners, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Victor's a fag.
I'm clipping that. That's for sure. Anywho, sports. So you don't watch any Olympics? Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't have any interest.
Well, I'll say this, and you feel free to yell anything or fucking do whatever you want, frankly. But this is a sports show, and I have to go on record as a philosopher. Never will understand. I think everybody watches gymnastics is like the most viewed in the Summer Olympics, and the ice skating is the most viewed in the Winter Olympics. And I think they're terribly, terribly boring. And there's subjective scoring, and it's one person at a time. Just go watch a movie if you're gonna watch gymnastics. Gymnastics is fucking boring, and everybody loves to watch it. I think because of the drama, they try to play up and they're just dancing around, so all the women, no offense, watch it. But
that's
I
what
think
I was gonna say. That's like those are women's sports. That's like all the women are tuning in. Men aren't big Olympics fans. I'm taking it.
I enjoy the Olympics, but I watch real sports. Like, I don't know. And I don't even watch sport. Like, I've been enjoying watching handball, water polo, beach volleyball when they're wearing shorts. And by the way, tip for the boys out there, earmuffs, Courtney. In water polo, they put a camera underwater, so you get some nice ass shots if the women are playing, or the men if you're into that. Frankly, I don't mind that either. Take a look at those hogs. We did have a promotion going on in the spring, Courtney, called Hogs or Logs. That's where we asked our viewers to either post their penises or their bowel movements. Are you interested in either one of those?
I mean, sure. See, that's actually, I'm a little conflicted because I don't know how much I really want to see logs as much. But if I do request to see some hogs, like, yeah.
Oh, we've been known to send hogs all over town around here. We're not scared, just like our ball bags. Sam V 199. What is this? There's a special on ManPon in Spurgtopia Discord. Still have no idea what a Spurgtopia is. I've never been on. I don't know what a Discord is. I don't know what a Reddit is. I'm old and gay. I do know what a ManPon is, though, boy. I'll tell you that. Courtney, do you know what a ManPon is?
I mean, I'm assuming that this is something that a man would like shove up his ass when he's having an emotional breakdown.
Well, we don't have to say an emotional breakdown, but it's a little product old Jim Stansel made up some years ago. It's when you fold a paper towel or a likewise piece of disposable tissue, you fold it up into a square. And, I mean, it is ManPon season out there, folks. Our viewers know what a ManPon is. Yes, it's a tampon for a man. And, yes, you fold up a paper towel into a square, and then you put it in your butt, and it prevents swamp ass. It prevents chafe. Okay. It's really a hygienic product for men all year round. Especially when I was a bigger boy, I needed it all the time. Now I only use it on the hottest of days, like it has been here in the Northeast. I did have a ManPon in at work last night. It is a real thing. This is not a bit. And we're looking to go global with it. I'm going to go on Shark Tank with it in a few months. I have a date. Try to sell my ManPon to Mark Cuban. Hopefully get the ManPon sold in dispensaries at the Dallas arena there.
So this is actually quite functional. When I hear ManPon, my first thought is like, equating it to like a woman's behavior, So thinking like, oh, he's on his period. But no, this is actually something that is functional for really, men and women, if you think about it. But
you can double up, throw a tampon in that hole of yours and throw a ManPon in that ass, and you'll be dry. There won't be any kind of stuff in your pants. Or I don't really know how women work still. Apparently something happened. I really don't know how women work at all. I don't know what anything is down there. I've been guessing for 38 years of what the hell I'm doing down there. But
that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything works out. It beats. Dave H says it beats showering, and Sam V agrees 5,000%. Yeah. Sports. Anywho, did you see that dude punch that lady in the fucking head and then win the boxing match?
Oh, I heard about this, and because. Well, let's see here. Wasn't he like laughing after he knocked her out and she was like kneeling down and crying? And
no, that was me, and that was the other night. No, this was a boxing match where an allegedly a he-she, I call them. I don't know what the political term is. A he-she lady punched an Italian woman in the head. And then the Italian lady gave up after getting punched once. I thought it reminded me of the scene in Godfather when Sonny beats the hell out of his wife and she says, "Now clean it up, you guinea brat." That's what I wish. I wish that Algerian screamed that after he punched her right in the head. Now clean it up, you guinea brat.
Perfect.
Yeah, he really, or
No.
she, whatever the fuck, she really missed an opportunity for a classic line there after he punched her right in her dumb guinea head. And I'm Italian, I'm half Sicilian. I could say that, explains my penis. But now reports are coming across my desk because we fact check here. And I don't want to tell any tales out of school. So apparently that person, the Algerian lady guy, was born a woman, but has some thing where she makes more testosterone or go ahead. Do you know anything? I don't know anything.
Well, from what I've heard is that like he was born, like the only thing womanly about him is he had a vagina, but he also had a penis. So he was one of them there hermaphrodites.
Hermaphrodites,
like a micro penis.
I learned that from the early days of the internet. There was a site, and actually, you could chime in on this. We're the same age. I'm curious if you got into this in the dawning age of the internet when you were going through your horny puberty. There was a site I used to use. It was Hot Sex. This is 56K. This is probably 97. I mean, we're talking late 90s
AOL
internet.
days.
It was
Dial-up,
hotsex.com, but with 3 X's, and they had it was just they would put up one new thumbnail a day for it was all the categories, and there would be one new thumbnail a day. So you only got one picture in each category per day. And I remember there was a category of hermaphrodites, and I only clicked on it once, and that was enough. But that was my first run-in with that, sports. But yes, you would have to go through the thumbnails. They would rush home. I would run because I walk home from school, so I'd run my little fat-ass, husky-ass home, pull up hotsexxxx.com, and run through those thumbnails till something inspired me to make white. Did girls ever do anything? Did you ever do that as when you're going through puberty and curious about dinglings or whatever the proper term is?
Well, I really didn't need like pornography for all that. Like I had a huge crush on Taylor Hanson.
Oh, Hansons.
Remember them? Yeah, and
sure. Now that was there was 3 of them, and one of them was definitely way better looking. You're not talking about the lead singer, right?
Yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one.
The lead singer? I thought his brother was hotter. I don't care if I'm gay.
The drummer?
No, the drummer was a fat shit, and the singer was cute. But I thought the other guy, the oldest one, I thought he reminded me of Jonathan Taylor Thomas. You ever beat off to Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No.
I would.
But I mean, I could just masturbate to the Mbop video and be fine. So I didn't really have to go to any.
I remember that too. You used to have to beat off the TRL. Absolutely. This girl gets it. Gino Bisconti, $5. Justice for push-ups. Also, see you next Tuesday, Jim. Is she talking about you? Do you know what he's talking about?
Are you supposed to do something with Gino on Tuesday?
Oh, I'll be on In Hot Water again this Tuesday. Yes, I will not be.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but what is push-ups? What is justice for push-ups?
Justice for push-ups, because push-ups didn't win the dating game.
Oh.
And Gino was in the background screaming the whole time, trying to get push-ups to answer better answers. And they were all retarded questions, though.
And you were on, yes, if you don't know, Courtney was on Keanu's dating game, right? And that's still on her YouTube channel if you folks want to go check that out. Who did win? Do we know?
Night. It was contestant number 3. He revealed his identity on stream, so we're not talking about his social media identity because that is a disguise. But his contestant number 3. And it also, I mean, it turns out that when the DMs were open for submissions, he had like essays and videos and all sorts of things. He was very much not only very well versed in the life of Courtney, but he had a lot of much interest in me as well. So it worked out for him.
Worked out for him. You made sure to put in for him because it sounds like you could be murdered by this person from what I'm gleaning off of this.
I mean, people could assume that, but at the same time, I've interacted with him quite a bit.
Okay.
Like we follow each other on social media. We have interacted in different live streams. So it's not like he just popped up out of nowhere and went full like Jeffrey Dahmer or anything. Like
Not yet.
I knew he was. Not yet.
Well, I'm on Team Push-Ups now. Push-Ups is in the chat. So, and he's got 2345, meaning he is a Bulls fan. I know what that means. I know you now, Push-Ups. What the hell is this? Gee. Oh, the Bisconti Von Trapp are in the chat. Keanu. Hi, Courtney. You look pretty. Too bad you snooze on the dating game, Stancil. Yeah, I was at work at the Soccer Ball Comedy Club in Stamford. Okay? Some people, I work at night trying to trying to spread joy throughout the world because I'm such a positive person. But thank you, Keanu. Yes.
I feel like this actually worked out a little bit more in your favor because now here we are having our little one-on-one.
I played a long game, and now I got you all to myself.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That works all the time, right? If a guy just walks behind you and goes like this, right?
That's actually how every guy I've ever dated got a date with me.
Oh, absolutely. I've got a way with women. I do that. I can touch here. I can touch my tongue to my nose. Isn't that cool? Doesn't that work?
Oh, that's really impressive. That can be very useful.
Yeah, push-ups 2345. One night, bro, we've hung out in real life. Heartbroken shit. What? DM me on something, push-ups. Who the hell are you then?
He's a bleacher creature.
Which one? All right. Well, I don't want to tell his tales if he doesn't know. I want to know who he is, push-ups. Fucking message me on something. Oh, that's sad. Anywho, sports. I'm sure it was a pleasure hanging out with you, push-ups, and fuck Courtney for not picking you. What else? We're running out of time. We can do whatever we want, I guess. I got no life. Guy punched lady in the face. Let's see. I'll just run through these bullet points. Slovakian swimmer passes out after their race this morning. Had to receive oxygen and medication. Let's just say an Olympic swimmer having cardio issues is interesting. I'll leave it at that. I didn't get vaccinated.
A
little suspicious. I never got vaccinated. Mike Trout's season is over. His career might be over. He's played over 85 games once in the last 5 years. The guy can't keep it. A beautiful big body on Mike Trout, but he's that big playing center field. This shit happens. We'll move on. Who gives a fuck about that story? This is how you do a podcast. I want to talk about fucking dogs and fucking tarot cards, sports. Is there any pro sport you care about?
Not currently.
Good. Perfect for this show. Push-ups 2345. Hint, I'm not Jewish. Well, that's a good start, I'll tell you that. But all right, we'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. Boy, I will say this. I watched fencing was on when I was at the gym the other day, just on the TV, so I was watching it. If you think, and they are, by the way, our U.S. soccer team got their dicks blown off by Morocco this morning, 3-0. Wow. Soccer's gay. But if you think they're gay, I watch fencing, and these guys are some of the biggest bitches I've ever seen. Literally every single point, and I don't really know how fencing works, and but every point, every little match they had, both guys, if you see fencing come across your dial there, tune in and you'll see what I'm saying. But every point, both sides celebrate like they won the Super Bowl on every single point. So I guess it's subjective to the judges who hit who first. But I was appalled at what I saw in the fencing match I watched. As a classy All-American, I don't like to see this slop going on in sports.
That's disappointing. I'm a big lightsaber fight fan, so that just is very disappointing that what happens in the real world of
favorite Star Wars episode.
Revenge of the Sith is my favorite, and then Empire Strikes Back, and they're like interchangeable.
Revenge of the Sith, that's rare.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh man, that fight on Mustafar, I can masturbate to that any day of the week.
Clip that. Now we're talking.
That's the best. That is some hot shit.
Wait, the one with who? I'm a Star Wars nerd loser. Sports. I don't care if this is what this show turns into. Which lights? Which one?
The
I want to go beat off to it.
Obi-Wan and Anakin when Anakin gets sliced up.
Right. Okay. All right. No, I'm a traditionalist. I used to recreate. Here we go, folks. Want to see what a loser I am? When I was a boy, I had a camcorder. As I've told you, I've been doing this forever. Besides doing a show called Galaxy Talk with my cousin at the age of 8 or whatever, we used to recreate Star Wars movies using action figures. And we once shot the whole A New Hope using action figures. Unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's real cool.
Anywhere, can we find this footage somewhere? Is it in existence? Is there?
I do still have. I have VHS tapes. I also have my wrestling tapes. I had Lenox Avenue Wrestling, my backyard wrestling federation. I have full VHS tapes. The lightning rod Marshall Beaupre, who apparently hates everyone or doesn't hate. I don't know what's going on anymore. Who doesn't like who? But he said he could put it onto a DVD for me. But then he moved to Tennessee and became a racist. So I don't know. But yes, I have the tapes. I just got to figure out a way to put them on. But yes, they're around. Maybe someday they'll be on the Patreon.
Yeah, I would happily watch all of that. You sparked a beautiful memory for me because we too had a camcorder back in our day. I have a twin sister, older brother, and my brother would make when his friends would come over, he would make
stepbrother videos.
No, God. Oh. When his friends would come over, he would make either my sister or myself record him and his friends wrestling each other. And at the time, we lived in a house that was 2 stories and it had a pool. So he always wanted to do a wrestling scene on the back deck where he would jump off into the pool.
Yeah.
But
I used to jump off the garage, my garage. That was big time. Jumped off the garage into my friend my Jamaican friend holding a sled. So what? You finally did it? That's true. All true. Nothing I said was fake. So what was the culmination? He eventually jumped off the house?
Oh yeah,
or
no.
Did he become a paraplegic like Quadfather?
Oh no. He's still a fully functional human.
He's not a freak, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he didn't like turn himself into one of those disabled losers.
Yeah, in a wheelchair, pretending your arms don't work, and then going on Stuttering John show.
Yeah, he doesn't do any of that shit. But no, yeah, him and his friends, we have had hours and hours and hours of footage of them just beating the shit out of each other.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we did the same thing. I had full story. I mean, I'm a loser. I still am a loser. I was a loser, and I still am. I used to be, and I still am. I would write out the storylines. We had announcers. We had I had entrance music, the whole 9.
Amazing. I love it.
Win at all costs, $9.99. New co-host, Jim. Yeah, well, listen, I told you, if you watched the State of the Union of Podcasting last week, you're welcome. If you didn't, go watch it now because I lay it all out. I told you we got a MLC, and I know this is sports mass, so I hate to do this, but I'll do a quick aside since I'll be on tour in Jersey Shore this weekend. Won't be able to do a Ski Mask Collective. Like I told you last week, I haven't watched an MLC all week. I turned it on a couple times. It was just the same boring people, or Kevin was watching clips or reading super chats, which if you watch my State of the Union, it's just, it stinks. This is the reason for super chats right here, to spark new conversations, not to just read them one after the other and make a boring show. But anyway, that's all besides the point. I said we got to start spreading our wings. I saw Courtney. I've been seeing Courtney pop in with Chrissy and Keanu and those folks, and she's always having fun. I figured let's send her the link, and we're going to continue to get new people in here. We're going to get new people on Ski Mat. I told you, we're changing direction. Until further notice, MLC is dead. MLC is dead as it is. I've said this on the State of the Union of Podcasting. It's just a dead show now. It's just the same shit over and over, unfortunately. So, yes, maybe Courtney will be a regular. I'll fire Kelly P. But we're going to continue to keep spreading a wide net. I mean, Kelly P, I really might fire Kelly P and hire Courtney, because Kelly P is really, I mean, she got me back on Twitter. That was her last great feat. She promised to get me on Gas Digital. She promised to get me other gas. She's failed at everything. We tried to sell our private parts on Twitter. Nobody ever sent us money. If you like anybody wants a picture of my penis, Venmo me $100. I'll send it to you. I might send it to you anyway. I mean, I'm going to pay Courtney in penis pictures after this. But anybody else, but yes, when it all costs, good question, and thank you for the super chat. But yes, good, yeah. I mean, I know you're joking, but yes, we're starting anew here at Ski Mask Media. We got to. That's what happened was we covered when you keep covering boring shows. Your show becomes boring, and I only do this for the fun. I don't give a shit. Money is gay, even though I need all of it. Please keep super chatting. But we just do it for fun. So, yes. Anywho, I have severe ADHD, which I was diagnosed with in the early 90s before it was cool. Now everyone's retarded. All right, Courtney, I have
in the 99th percentile of people with ADHD, all right?
You were?
Yeah.
Sick. I mean, me
Guess
too.
what the H stands for in ADHD?
Well, hyperactive.
Stands for Hitler.
Oh, yes. My kind of lady. Oh, my God. It's a good thing you don't live closer. I'd fucking come to your fucking house. Yeah, I was in special ed.
Oh. I didn't get to make it that far.
Oh no, I was in there for my behavior though, not my brain. I was with all the retards, so I would just enjoy my whole thing was acting out. So I would just basically try to make them cry all day, which was very easy because most of them had severe mental issues, where I was just a terribly behaved boy with ADHD, and they were actually not well. But that's been covered ad nauseum here, my special ed career, for a year and a half until I worked my way out of it. This is all true. I don't give a shit anymore. All right, I have some questions for you, Courtney, and then we'll wrap this bitch up, and I'll go kick my mother down a flight of stairs. What is your McDonald's order?
Ooh, well, it depends. Are we doing breakfast or lunch? Breakfast is an Egg McMuffin and hash browns, just straight to the point. I'll even get a Diet Coke. I don't even bother with orange juice or anything.
No ketchup.
And then, no, I don't do ketchup
at all.
It's too sweet of a dipping sauce. I say that, but like that's actually very contradictory now that I realize it, because I do like the Chick-fil-A sauce, and that's obviously much sweeter. I don't know what it is with ketchup though. Ketchup just doesn't.
It's sweeter because God is mixed into it with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's God's jizz, and that's where
I've been called worse.
So I'm usually either like Chick-fil-A sauce or just like a typical ranch. But with the hash browns, I don't dip them in anything. I don't need it. But for fries, Chick-fil-A sauce or ranch. And then if
I'm a ketchup gavone. I love ketchup.
Is there a specific brand you like?
No. I'm not a brand whore. I don't care. Okay. Now, you're a lady, so that's okay if you do. I think if you're a man, I don't think if you actually care about any kind of brand. Like, I have my preferences for sauces and ketchup, but when push comes to shove, put any hot sauce in front of me. But better be Silk City. Promo code SMC for 15% off your next order. And don't forget, Chad's sauce got discontinued because he sucks and nobody bought it because Chad stinks. But pullover hot sauce by Silk City is readily available, and you use that code SMC for 15% off. But no, I believe any man shouldn't care about brands in most things, but especially not in food. If it's ketchup, it's ketchup. See, this is why I can't. Once I start going over an hour, I can't talk anymore. All right, so what is the regular McDonald's order? Drum roll, please. Grand finale, sports.
So, depending on the mood and how fat we're trying to get, I'll start off with the 2 cheeseburger meal. I'll stick with a medium size fry and drink though. Diet Coke as usual. If we're really trying to go like fat girl, then we'll add a 10-piece chicken McNugget with sweet and sour sauce and a McFlurry, M&M McFlurry.
All right, so that's kind of a very classy actually. That's pretty classy order, I'd say. The double cheeseburger.
Classed out the ass, baby.
Yeah. Ooh, don't talk about ass now. Now I'm getting all riled up. A little late in the show for that. This is very important because I value McDonald's over most things in my life. Double cheeseburger.
Well, 2 cheeseburgers, so it's not
the double
cheeseburger
cheeseburger meal.
Yeah, the 2. Yeah, the 2. Yeah.
Not 2 quarter pounders.
No. It's just the 2 cheeseburgers.
The 2 cheeseburgers. So 2 single cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't want to confuse the audience. I mean, we're retarded enough.
Sports. No, this is the last thing I ever do is want to confuse my audience by talking about McDonald's on a sports show. The 2 cheeseburger meal. Now you said medium. You keep it medium.
Yeah, because the fries, they're just like completely worthless after a certain amount of time, right? So if I can't finish them in that sitting, then it's just going to be a disappointment.
You are correct. However, I'm a fat person. I will eat fries if they've been sitting on the ground of my aunt's grave for 3 weeks. I don't care. I'll eat anything. But yes, the McDonald's fries do not hold up once they get to room temperature. And
so what you're saying is if I get large, then you will at least finish them for me at some point in time, even if it's 5 years down the road.
Absolutely. When we're 5 years into this relationship, I will continue to eat your large fries. This is day 1. We already got our tarot reading. We need more toys in the bedroom, we found out. We'll get there. Yes.
I have tarot cards if we want to pull some too, just to let you know.
Really? Well, save it for the next show. You probably are going to have to come back because you've been great and we barely tipped the iceberg. Win at all costs. Not joking. You guys would be a solid business move talking about having you as a co-host here. So stay tuned. Yes. Well, I mean, listen, I would, that could be something. Stay tuned. #stay tuned. I like the juxtaposition of someone who doesn't watch sports at all on a show that's barely about sports. It works somehow. And we barely scratched the surface. Now, hold on. I haven't finished talking about McDonald's and I have to finish talking about McDonald's. Sports, by the way. Medium. Now, I always go large. Again, I can't not go large. I'll finish everything in a sitting. I can't. Besides passing out drunk and on drugs, I can't remember the last time I haven't finished a McDonald's order. But at the same time, I was just saying this the other day. I don't know if I said this on air. This is breaking news, actually. I can't remember the last time I've had McDonald's. I think it has to be... God, this is blasphemy. Months.
Last time I had McDonald's was like 2 days ago.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's skip some steps. I'll just propose to you, and we'll figure it all out later. I don't fucking care.
All right.
What a lady. And Diet Coke, which we both agree on. Diet Coke is the go. If you get any... if you're above the age of 30 or 30, if you're an adult and you don't get a Diet Coke, I kind of hate you. Just get a Diet Coke. Just get a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke is delicious.
That's the adult option at any meal. I don't even want Pepsi. Give me a Diet Coke. And I don't even care about brands, but it's got to be a Diet Coke if you're an adult. I don't care if it killed my father. I don't care if it rots your intestines. Just give me the fucking Diet Coke. Let it fizzle up. Let me pound the fries. Then let me chug the Diet Coke and let me burp really loud. That's the best part of McDonald's. And a so then if you're having a fat girl night, do you smoke weed?
I haven't in a long time. Oh man, the things I could eat when smoking weed.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting
smothered in cheese, M&M cookies. That was my go-to. That's what I would start with. It's a whole tater tot smothered in cheese.
How about this? Just last night, I smoked weed, as I want to do at the end. Now I do it at the end of the day. I'm not one of these potheads who wakes up and smokes and does it all day. I like it as a nightcap. That being said, I usually smoke on my way home from work. That being said, folks, get out your pen and pencil. I'm going to tell you what I binge ate last night. 1 burrito from ShopRite warmed up in a microwave. 1 order of bok choy with brown rice and smothered in soy sauce. And a Waldorf salad to top it all off. And then to top all that off, a half pint of Halo Top peanut butter cup ice cream. All in one sitting, all in the span of 20 minutes. Rack me.
That was like actually really healthy.
Yeah, see, and that was my first. I only eat 1 meal a day, and it's at night. I haven't eaten a single thing. I just drink Celsius all day. I just eat 1 meal at night. Some call it fasting. I think that's gay. Just say I don't eat all day and I just eat at night. You want to give it fancy terms, you can. Because I know, and this is a tip to all you folks out there. As for me, I know I'm going to get hungry after I smoke. In my old age, I've figured it out. So I know I want to stuff my fat face. So instead of stuffing my fat face and feeling guilty about it, I have the willpower to not eat all day, and that way I can stuff my face at night. And, Courtney, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's very reasonable and the adult thing to do.
Yes, the adult thing to do. Exactly. Sports. Kirkland Red 100s. You should try spicy ketchup from Whataburger. I live on the East Coast.
No, you should.
I don't have Whataburgers here, I don't think.
I don't have Whataburger here either. I have Dick's Drive-In. So every once in a while I can eat a bag of Dick's.
Yeah. I'll give you a drive-in dick, all right. Sorry, I can't resist. All right. Well, we don't read poor people chats here. No offense. Let's see if there's any members. And Sam V already looking at seeing if any members tweeted. Yeah, if you want us to read it, you got to super chat it. Those are the rules nowadays. I don't have time. Like I said, I got to be a man of my word. And we appreciate the super chats. We appreciate the support, which is what super chats are supposed to be. But making a whole show about super chats stinks. Oh, wait a minute. This is a great question. Push-ups 2345. Did you play Shadows of the Empire? Absolutely. N64 Shadows of the Empire. What was his name? Gavin Lightyear. Oh, my God. Shooting the wampas in the canyon. The scary octopus thing underwater that always scared me when I was a kid. I had to pause it and walk away from the screen because it scared me. Did you play that, Courtney?
No, as a poor, I didn't really have like video gaming systems and stuff as a kid.
Well, I will say I didn't have cable till high school, and I would use my friend. I didn't have 64 till I bought it myself, but my cousin had it, and I would be over there a few times a week. So that's where I would play it. But I remember there was this great question, Push-Ups 2345. I know you probably wanted Courtney to talk because she's hot, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Yes, I love classic game. I still have my N64. And I still plug it in and tool around. I still have Genesis. I still have my 64. I still have my SNES. Oh, yeah. Classic game. Great game. The jetpacks. Sports, by the way. Sorry I missed that. Did I miss anything else? I missed that super chat. Good thing I checked. David Carpenter, the Colorado King, he's constantly climbing mountains, and he's doing the right thing, folks. Venmo'd me instead of super chatting me. Let's see if he's telling the truth. You could Venmo my accountant, wink, wink, at DaveD23. He handles all my expenses. Thank you, David. There it is, David Carpenter. Thank you. That bought me a drink in Asbury Park, New Jersey this weekend, where I'll be. David Carpenter came to see. I was in a hot tub with David Carpenter in Colorado a few months ago.
Ooh.
I'm a man of the people, and he just came out and visited us. I invited him to the house. He's an amazing.
Touch?
I don't know if our penises touched. I believe I pulled my ball bag out at one point because that's just on brand. But yes, at DaveD23, if you want to cut out the middleman of this succubus that is YouTube. That's my accountant, wink, wink, since I can't handle my own money. Thank you, David Carpenter. That'll go to good use this weekend on the Jersey Shore. Let me just make sure. I realize I missed push-ups. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I almost threw up. Not a big deal. This is the dumbest show. All right, Courtney, you've been amazing. I have a feeling you'll be back. Anything? I know we plugged it at the top, and all this plug talk with you on the screen is getting me horny. So go through your. What do you want to plug, if anything? Follow her on Twitter. I saw you have way less followers, no offense, than you should have. So,
I mean, yeah, that's a tragedy. What's wrong with you people?
it is. And what is it? Courtney was. What was it? What is it?
Was that Courtney? You
What?
can find me. Yeah, it's at was that Courtney.
Was that Courtney on Instagram and Twitter, folks?
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere.
I will be back on In Hot Water this Tuesday. I will be using this setup, folks. So save your fucking messages. How you can't hear me. Listen, the point of last In Hot Water was not to hear me. I was at a bar, drinking at a bar. I was at a beach. It's for the Who cares about quality of audio at the end of the day anyway? It's all about the content. Like Martin Luther King said, it's about the quality of the content, not about, I don't know. I got it all backwards. But Martin Luther King definitely was a podcaster, and he was a known womanizer, which a lot of people don't want to talk about, and he got his head blown off because of it. But anywho, sports, you can, I'll be on In Hot Water with Gino on Tuesday using this setup so you can save your hate messages. Patreon.com, Ski Mask Media. I threw more shit up there this week. There's always shit. Just support the show. The Patreon, $3 a month. We put a couple of things up a week, or we try to. And even if we don't, just support us with $3. But we do try to keep that active. We're just two men. Ski Mask has huge news to reveal. Maybe I'll tease it here. Let's just say he had another seizure this week. His fourth seizure. Bit his tongue again. I've seen the picture. I'll let him show you on the next Ski Mask Collective. Things are changing here. We have beautiful women on. We had thank you to Ashleigh Marie Thornton, who called in earlier. Courtney, you've been a pleasure. We'll see you soon. Goodbye, folks.
Bye.
And don't forget to count all the votes, and let's send the troops back overseas.